Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders, and welcome to the 1475th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar. Good evening, traders. This 1475th educational installment of these videos comes to you on a Thursday night for trading Friday, June 3rd, 2016. Traders, I'll find you or you'll find me. Hopefully, I'll join you at livewithoscar.com in my free trading room. What I would like to show you going forward, well, let's talk about this first. As we all know, futures trading is extremely risky. If you don't know that, you should. Futures trading is not suitable for all traders. Always put your stops in and put them in first. So what's in or on tonight's menu? Two things. One, the big head and shoulders formation head test area is being tested once again. And bullish flags are flying. Bearish flags are flying. Flags are flying all over the place. And let's get started and let me show you what I am talking about. So you've all seen this chart in dozens and dozens of videos. And literally when we started to get up to this point, I said now this needs to be monitored. Why? Because we have a left shoulder ahead and a right shoulder. Many times an Oscarism view of the head and shoulders is you get a head test. If you fail at the head test area, you start to fail miserably. The market has turned around, in fact, and went back up for a second head test. Positive, if you ask me. That's pretty strong. So this needs to be monitored now, just like this needed to be monitored. You see what the result was here? These are weekly bars. You were up at 2105. You went all the way down to 2020. Maybe a tiny bit lower. So now we're heading back up. We're at 2104. You have to watch what happens right here. But I think overall it's looking stronger than it is weak. I kid you not. I can't wait to be a buyer of this market full time instead of worrying about this crazy formation. But a formation is what it is, and I don't discount them until they discount themselves. For now, it is that formation, needs to be monitored. However, I say if we skip around a little bit and we look at something like this, you know, let's not do this yet. Let's go to NASDAQ first. We'll do stocks in a few moments. Take a look at this NASDAQ. NASDAQ in a wonderful F flag, and yes, of course, it jumped out of that F flag in the morning on Thursday, but turned around and rallied all the way back up and settled inside of it at its highs of the day. And of course, you're above the 200 bar moving average, so switching from the weekly E-mini S&P chart to the daily NASDAQ chart, you've got to like the bullishness right here. While you're in this F flag, I say you got to like the bullishness. We do have a green Omni for trading tomorrow, but the likelihood is that we'd prefer to sell gold instead of even getting involved in the S&P. We'll see where it's going to go. We do have a green Omni for starting out trading in the NASDAQ and S&P for trading on Friday. So now, the S&P and NASDAQ, I have to admit, are starting to look more bullish than they have recently. And what else is starting to look bullish? The stocks, traders. Look at this one. Remember I told you about Biogen a few days ago in the last video? Well, look what it's done now. Biogen has gotten above the 200 bar moving average and created a bull flag. Bull flags are all over these charts, you'll see. Bull flag, bull pennant flag, if you will, above the 200 bar moving average in Biogen. Fantastic looking stock, if you ask me. The end result should be higher. You should move higher on Biogen. That's what bull flags tend to give us. And you are above the 200 bar moving average. And we did make this call several, $10 ago, and it is moving higher. So let's see. Another stock that we have been discussing lately, and it's done quite well, is Equinix. Oh, I'm sorry, I spelled it out. Let's go look at Equinix. So this stock, oddly enough, every time I draw the flag on this stock, it disappears. I've never seen anything like it. So I will draw it again. And that's S.EQIX. Why do you keep disappearing, you crazy? All right, so anyway, easy to find. Watch this. Flags are flying all over the place. This is EQIX. Let's label it so that we all are aware. So it is it's a biotech REIT, if you will. It's a biotech real estate investment trust. But in all honesty, I could care less if they made false teeth made out of dog poop. I don't care what they make. This is about a technical call. I don't care if they make dog poop itself and then the dog teeth. I don't care if they make teeth for people, do you know what I'm saying? I don't care what they do. It doesn't really matter. It's a stock call based on the chart. Now, the chart gave this to me down here. I gave it to you cats. It went all the way to its target, and then it dropped down to here. And while after hitting its target and then dropping down, if you ask me, it's creating itself another bull flag right here. This looks fantastic. Let's draw it out. So Equinix looking really, really good. I mean, better than all the other stocks I play with lately is this Equinix stock. So let's look down here. Let's just get this to look a little prettier. And I think you've got a bull flag sitting right here, guys. I don't know, guys, gals. I think you have to qualify that as a bull flag. I think it's starting to break out of that bull flag. I think you need to be a buyer of EQIX. So what else is going on out there? There's a ton of great charts out there. Let's go look at another one. Look at what the gold is doing. Now, I've been extremely bullish in gold since when? All the way back here when I nailed the cup and handle for us. Here's your cup. Here was your handle. We called it before it ever happened. It was a fantastic call. It absolutely did work. And the cup and handle brought us much higher. And I've been a bull in gold since the cup and handle was formed and all the way up. I've been having us buy gold. But you haven't heard me talk about buying gold lately. What you've heard me talk about lately is selling gold. And you're going to hear me tell you to sell gold again for trading on Friday. Why? Because flags are flying all over the place. Look at this. There are flags literally flying all over these charts. That's a bearish pennant flag in your gold, unmistakably. So gold looking bearish at the moment. Maybe it'll move higher, but right now and for the last 10 days, we've been bearish, and that's been a smart thing to be. Bearish once again for trading Friday in your gold. And then there's this. What makes gold go down? Well, usually when dollar goes up. What makes dollar go up? A lot of times euro going down. What's euro doing? Euro currency in a bear F flag, if you will. Oscarism, bear F flag. Here's your bear flag. The F flag, it's a backwards bear flag called the F flag. I know it's something I've sort of invented, if you will, or gave it a name, if you will. But I've been working on it for 5 or 7 years now, and take my word for it, that is called an F flag. So it's also forming below the OMNI Trading Academy's proprietary moving average. So you've got an F flag and you're below the proprietary. We'll blow it up a little bigger and show you what we're looking at here. Look at this. So bouncing up and down inside the flag, but it just hit the top of the flag yesterday and dumped. So down we should probably go. You've got euro currency moving down, which means the dollar moves up. So a lot of interesting charts to show you, traders. Remember this. We are not out of the woods yet, but it is starting to look much better, and Omni will be buying dips in the emini, S&P, and the NASDAQ for trading on Friday. Traders, come on down to livewithoscar.com. Meet me in my free trading room. And OmniX, who came out for Omni Camp, that happens tomorrow morning, kids. Get up bright and early. Take a shower, whatever it is that you do in the morning. Brush your teeth. I don't care what it is. Get yourselves ready. You'll be picked up tomorrow at 9 a.m. Can't wait to meet you, OmniX. I'll see you then. Remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do as far as I'm concerned, keep your emotions at bay, is to say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening. And you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll traders, I'll see you all at livewithoscar.com.